Good evening.
I know you will say I am very sorry. Because since yesterday, over the last 24 hours, I know you will say I'm very sorry.
You are right.
I will apologize. I will, I apologize, etc. And you want to get away with it.
Wait.
My question to you, Mr. Om Puri, and listen to my question. Listen to my question.
Did you show?
Listen to my question.
What I heard.
Yeah. Listen to my question. Listen to my question, sir. Don't raise your voice with me tonight, sir. My question to you is that even though you have apologized, your comment yesterday was, did we force him to join the army? Right? You said that comment was about the 24-year-old young man from Etawah. Okay? And you said, did we force him, who gave up his life fighting the terrorist till his last breath, Nitin Kumar of the BSF. On that debate, you said, did we force him to join the army?
I'm guilty. I'm guilty. ArnabWWE.
That's it, right? I'm guilty.
I'm ashamed. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what did you mean by it? Who forced him to join? Who forced him to join the BSF and give up his life? What did you mean by it? Nobody forced him.
I said I'm guilty.
I'm telling you.
I want to be punished, Mr. ArnabWWE. I want to be punished. I want to be punished by the army. I want to go to the army court.
Don't try your filmy.
I don't want to defend myself.
Nobody forced Constable Nitin Kumar to join the BSF. It was he who fought the terror in 2003
yes, my dear.
in a film called Dhoop.
Yes.
You act in a film as the father of a Kargil martyr, Anuj Nair. You play his father, right? Who loses his son in the Kargil war and has to run from pillar to post and fight a corrupt system to secure a petrol pump that has been allotted to him by the government. Do you actors even feel anything in reality, or do you just play these roles on air, on reel? Do you feel anything, or are you just, completely callous? How could you make that comment yesterday, Om Puri? How could you? Explain what went in your mind when you made that comment.
ArnabWWE, did you see the film? Did you see the film?
Om Puri, you want me to give you the full synopsis of the film? I'll give you right now. I have seen the film. But having seen the film, I come to the conclusion that people like you only know how to portray the emotions of a martyr's family only on screen. Whereas in real life, you display the insensitivity that you showed yesterday when you said, who asked that BSF young man to join the BSF and lose his life?
Because had there been any remorse, he would not have quoted the Salman Khan episode. Now, Salman Khan and other actors like Karan Johar and other people who have supported the Pakistani actors should realize one plain simple fact. That, this war that we are fighting with Pakistan, this struggle that we are doing against Pakistan, is not just the responsibility of the soldier. It is everybody's responsibility. It cannot be that my brothers are dying on the line of control and Karan Johar is making merry with Fawad Khan, or Salman Khan is supporting some Pakistani actor. How would they feel if an Indian army soldier crossed the line of control and shook hands with a Pakistani soldier? This is not a personal fight that we are fighting. We are fighting for Om Puri, we are fighting for Salman Khan, we are fighting for Karan Johar, and we are fighting for 1.2 billion Indians. Movies, when we die on the border, this is absolutely not acceptable. Everybody must bear the burden of this war against Pakistan, this fight against terror.
You see, I come from the southern film industry, and I recall stories of yesteryear actors from South India who carried a contingent of actors while the Chinese attacked us to perform for the soldiers. Such was the patriotism, and we haven't lost it. I feel extremely sorry that Mr. Puri even spoke this insensitively yesterday and continues to cut such a sorry figure. I don't think he speaks for the artist fraternity at large. All of us artists feel as much as every Indian does for what the soldiers are going through at the border. The situation is highly escalated on either side. We are losing lives, and lives to whom? Not to the other army, but to terrorists. And it's really, really incumbent on all artists of this country to stand up for the army and for the forces and show our solidarity towards them. Our business does not depend on any Pakistani actor. If at all it does, it's for them. They come and make a living here. And let me also tell you that South India has a bustling film industry.
Yes, Malavika.
We do films worth hundreds of crores, and we've not required any Pakistani actors. Have you seen a Pakistani actor in Bahubali or any of Rajinikanth's blockbusters? What is this whole explanation about actors having to get work in Bombay? I think at a time like this, we need to stand with the forces and for the forces.
Answer her,
and there's no compromise on that.
Answer her,
There's no compromise on that. I think all actors, I really, really respected Mr. Puri for his work all these years, including Dhoop. But today, I am really, really sorry that he speaks this way on behalf of my fraternity. I'm really hurt, and I'm sorry that he's behaving this way.
I hope, Mr. Puri, your pride has come down a notch or two since yesterday. Yes, Malavika. Respond to Malavika. I hope your arrogance, your pride, the way in which you spoke yesterday has come down a notch or two today. Om Puri, respond to Malavika Avinash.
Malavika, I absolutely agree with you. I am proud of the, fact we are not dependent on actors. The only thing I said was about Salman Khan, that I saw him on the clip. He said they are not terrorists, they are actors, and they have valid visas. That's all he had said.
Pseudo-liberal gibberish, where you present your own lumpen argument and then respond to it. Did anybody say ban them, throw them out? No. What was everybody saying? Why do these stars not speak against terrorism? When you speak on the Orlando shooting, or what happens in Paris, or you speak about what happens in Peshawar, then you're very vocal. But when an Indian soldier gets killed, you're very quiet.
Can I answer you now? I am not defending them, one. I only gave you an example what Salman Khan said on the TV, and just because of that, media is having a feast on that statement.
I want an assurance from you that you will not interrupt me. So, Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, said that India exports software. India also exports something else. India exports soft power. And India's soft power has an enormous influence around the world, including in Pakistan. Our Prime Minister also said that we want to make the people of Pakistan our allies, our partners in the fight against terrorism. Soft power is important in that respect. Just as that we should have hard power whenever it is required, we should also mobilize and activate our soft power. Indian cinema is the strongest soft power that
Pakistani artists.
Must have candles. What Mehdi Hassan? You want me to read out?
It makes no difference.
Of course,
did it work? Did it work?
Hear this.
Did it work?
You don't want to hear this.
Did it work? Did it work?
Bihari Vajpayee, when Mehdi Hassan was, this was soon after Kargil. He wrote a letter.
So, how did it help?
Appreciating. What do you mean?
How did it help?
How did it help? Lakhs and lakhs of Pakistanis appreciated it.
How did it help? How did it help, Mr. Kulkarni?
So what is wrong? This is the only way.
How did it help?
We have to touch the hearts and minds of the peace-loving people of Pakistan.
Here is a Prime Minister and his entire government which has been striving for the last 2 years to culturally, to politically and diplomatically isolate Pakistan. And we are speaking of cultural exchange at a time of war? What soft power are we talking about? And in what way has Pakistan enriched our culture, really speaking?
We are not at war.
Of course we are.
We are not at war.
Of course we are.
Of course
Every effort is being made to prevent a war. We are not at war.
By who? By
war-like
Rahil? By
situation.
who? By
Mr.
who?
Kulkarni, war happened
by who?
when soldiers died.
Trying to stop it, you're right.
There is no war.
But Pak is on war, no? Pak is
No,
on
don't
war.
pretend that
India
we are
is
at
stopping.
war.
India is stopping war. Pakistan is on war.
Yeah, it's really not about how something will help or not help. The larger question is you cannot stop it. Whether you like it or not,
Stop
people
what?
from Pakistan will
Stop
read
what?
Dalit.
Stop
Whether
what?
you like it or not, people in India will read Manto. Now that cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
Art, as I've been saying, in the past debates too, is borderless. You cannot put a restriction to it because you won't be able to do it. Even if you wanted to, because that is a shared cultural paradigm that we live in.
Yeah.
Okay, just finish my point. My bigger problem, Arnab, is in what's going on right now. My bigger problem is that in the name, I don't know what kind of patriotism is this, that in its name, forget Pakistanis, we're constantly attacking, humiliating and insulting our own citizens, yeah? And some of the really, really old people.
No.
I mean, Puri's already said sorry.
Insulting
You're
who?
going after him.
What do you want
us
to do? Insulting whom? Insulting whom?
Shallow, Shambanigal, we're berating Saeed Mirza.
So,
I mean,
no,
forget
one second.
Pakistan.
Mayank, 1 minute.
Why are we going
Mayank,
after
just one point. Just one point.
Arnab.
Mayank, listen. One second. Colonel Thapar, stop 1 minute. Actually, I'm factually countering Saeed Mirza. I'm ready to factually counter Sham Benegal and Om Puri. Factually. I'm questioning the coherence of
No,
their
Arnab,
argument
you're
with
calling them
facts.
names and you're
My
humiliating
point
them,
is,
yeah. And these
I'm
are
saying
really old people,
present
very
an intellectually
distinguished
coherent
citizens who
argument.
also contribute to this country.
Mayank, listen. Please
Arnab.
contribute. But if somebody questions you with stronger facts, then we should not feel disturbed either. Nobody should. And so what if nobody questions Sham Benegal and Saeed Mirza and Om Puri till now? If I am questioning it, it's all right. I have a right to disagree. I don't hold a view that I have to be a cheerleader with people who you feel are the unquestioned intellectual icons of this country, because they are not, if they are not real to the situation and the pain of the people in this country, that they are not. And you, the last time you came on the news, Mayank Shekhar, you questioned what exactly, and I can quote to you para chapter and verse, you said, should the Pakistani artists say and whether they should release a press statement that they hate the government of Pakistan? Let me tell you, that was on the 23rd of September, and since then, Mayank Shekhar, 9 ceasefire violations in 48 hours, 2 terror attacks, and 1 BSF Jawan martyred. There has not been one word of condemnation from the Pakistanis artists, and you're still telling me that not condemning terror is still fair.
Sure.
No, I think what is required,
Yeah, but do we
what
need
is
to call
required
them
to change,
pseudo-liberal? Do we need to call them mafia? Do we need to call them shallow, any less of a patriot than somebody else is? It's unfair, right? I mean,
You know what, Mayank, equally. No, 1 sec, Mayank, equally. If someone speaks up for the country, he's rhetorical. If someone presents a national, if someone presents a nationalist discourse, he's hyper-nationalist. If someone speaks up for India, he's a right-winger.
no.
End terrorism. A letter to a Mehdi Hassan to end terrorism.
Your music, like that of all the great artists of India and Pakistan, reminds us of the many common bonds of culture and spirituality that unite our two countries. Its equal popularity on both sides of the border illustrates that a life of peace and goodwill and a readiness to appreciate the best of each other is the natural aspiration of our two peoples. And then he invited Mehdi Hassan, a Pakistani singer,
Why aren't we
to come and
being
perform at
sensitive to
his
what the army is doing at the border, sir?
The only way we can put an end to all the problems is a proper balanced combination of hard power as well as soft power, and by reaching out to our sisters and brothers. You know, you had an interview with Hamid Karzai. He supported India's surgical strike, and I have the exact verbatim. He says, people of Pakistan, our sisters and brothers, and the people of Pakistan are as much victims of terrorism as we are in Afghanistan, as you are in India. And therefore, let us have a partnership between the people of Pakistan and the Indian people. Let's forge a joint front against extremism and terrorism and support our two governments to do the same. That's the way to go forward.
Okay.